Well, I got one viewer. And the stream looks to be pretty healthy, 2 viewers. So I'm just going to give you guys a heads up that I'm going to be, it's everything. It's so fucked up. I've been up since 5 a.m. I was doing calisthenics. I couldn't fucking sleep. And it is set to rain for a fucking week in North Carolina, so I don't know. And anyway, my brother's still asleep, so this entire episode is going to be kind of ASMR-y. I'm not even sure how long we're going to do this for, because it being 7 a.m. and most of my fans being American, and me being on the East Coast, I'm pretty sure that not a lot of people are going to tune in for this. I mean, I know not a lot of people tune in on the regs, but fuck, why is life a nightmare from which I cannot wake? And I stopped my Parks and Rec marathon 10 minutes from the ending of the last episode. Anyway, I got my coffee here. Fuck it. Shit. And the reason why I hate the rain is because I can't get outside and go for a run to burn up energy, which is why I was doing calisthenics, but I don't know. It's not the same as getting out and getting a dose of vitamin D. I've been outside so much during the quarantine that my tan is coming along quite nicely. This coffee is nuclear. Well, that's what you get for pouring it into a metal cup, you asshole. I am coming along to black coffee, though. John Boja says, I get tired and then I can't fall asleep, lol. Love your reviews. Yeah. Well, I managed to go to sleep by about, 2 a.m., but didn't last long. Got up at 5, so 3 fucking hours. Christ. I feel like I'm in some kind of weird psychedelic in-between stage. Fuck. And I know that there's a Magnum bottle of wine sitting on my refrigerator, but yeah, I know that's not a good solution to life's problems, so it's only going to make things worse in the end. So ultimately, I need to stay awake. And that's why I turned to you during the flood. 4 fucking days of rain. God damn. It's weird, because one of my major philosophies that I endorse is Taoism, and the Taoists view rain, all water, really, actually, as sacred, but rain especially. And, man, I fucking hate rain. Guess I'm not a very good Taoist. Fuck. We got someone named Alexis in. She says, howdy, what's happening? Never seen you stream at this time before. Yeah, I know. It's because I'm not usually up at this time. But, as I stated previously, I was not able to sleep. So, I got up and I thought about starting a really early-ass hike. You know what I mean? And, seeing if I could get to my, little campsite before the dawn. And, yeah, that didn't end up happening. It's raining all across the state, and it's going to be for a fucking week, so. Nick Jimenez says, do you just perhaps hate the mud? No. It's definitely the little water droplets falling from the sky. Blocks out the sun, it's really ironic, because, you would assume that being a dude who loves, green tropical environments as much as I do, that, that I would recognize the importance of rain, but, as it turns out. And he goes on to say, I, for one, hate humidity but love rain. Well, as I recall, you, think you said that you were somewhere around Texas, so that's pretty hysterical, because isn't Texas, Actually, I don't know, is Texas a dry heat, or, or is it moist? It might be moist. Fuck, and it's hot, actually, where we are right now. It's about 70 degrees, and I'm still getting used to the... Of course, I've put on weight because of drinking beer and wine all fucking day. And as a result, everything seems hotter now. Might as well just go on motherfucking fast, even if I'll lose the muscle. And I gotta make so many calls today. Maybe I can get some sleep by, like, noon. Ah, doesn't make any sense. You can take a nap. I don't know. Maybe you can. I guess I got the Rona. Alexis says, any word when the gyms are opening up over there? No. I looked into it today. There was an article that says maybe they said by the end of the week we could enter into phase 2, which something to do with small businesses, specifically restaurants, allowing people to do dine-in, but only at half capacity. So I don't know what the full capacity of my gym is, but I don't like the idea of me having to compete to go to the goddamn gym. Like, I'm always there. Like, I remember there was this one time that I got into a conversation with some dudes in a locker room, which is fucking weird. Like, I don't know, man. I'm undressing, my guy. I'm gonna need you to not talk to me. Anyway, and I forget, this dude was like, yeah, I wish I could come here more often, man. And he said, what did he say? He says, but I just can't be like you. And he pointed at me, and I guess I'm just like, so is that my reputation? I'm the guy who's always here. There was times where I was going for like 2 hours a day. And I know that I was just overworking out. I know that I was actually, in fact, I got fatter doing that. Really crazy. There was one video I published. I can't remember which. It should still be up because it was a hiking video. What was that one? Do I have my phone on me? No. Well, that sucks. What you do with your phone, asshole? Anyway, and yeah, some people pointed out that if you're overworking out, and I was on a fasted diet, that that'll cause your cortisol to go up, and that'll cause you to gain weight. Is it? I feel like it stopped raining. I mean, I looked on the weather report, and it literally says that it's not going to, the percentage is not going to dip beneath 40 for like a week. But maybe they're wrong. Maybe they're fucking assholes. And trust me, if I found out that it stopped raining, I would end this stream now and get my fat ass on the road. I don't know. Yeah, right. You want to go hang your hammock out? Well, I can set up a fucking tarp. I think at that point, that park's not going to like me doing that. So, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully soon. Jumboha. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. You can correct me if I'm wrong. It says, water is cool and it's definitely necessary, but when I think about the vastness of the deep ocean, it's kind of scary. Like the part where light can't penetrate. Yeah, man, the Marianas Trench. I actually have that phobia. I think it was given to me by Echo the Goddamn Dolphin. Anyone who's ever heard of Echo the Goddamn Dolphin knows that it is fucking nightmare fuel. I mean, I feel like the ocean doesn't function with the same level of jungle morality that land creatures do. You know what I mean? It's like the cheetah. Well, okay, that's a poor example. It's okay. A real life example is lions will sometimes in packs hunt elephant, believe it or not. But like the thing is it's anyone's game. You know, I've literally seen a documentary where in the same time span they display a lioness getting her neck broken by a mother elephant, and then also a bunch of lions bringing down a weak baby elephant. And but that's the thing, it's like there's a limited number of dimensions to move in. So once you initiate that fight with a giraffe or whatever the fuck, that entity can very much catch up with you and make it worth your while to leave it the fuck alone. But I feel like in a three-dimensional space, you know, a Humboldt squid can hit you, or a barracuda or a shark or something. Actually, I'm not really afraid of sharks. Sharks are actually chill. I mostly don't like foreign weird shit. So like anglerfish, cephalopods. I'm fascinated by. I think they're mollusks. Octopus. Jesus, damn dancing Christ! Don't ever lose sleep, kids. Don't ever drink. Don't ever go into quarantine. Don't ever live in America. But I'm wary of them. I think that they are El Diablo. Actually, the Humboldt squid is actually known by Mexican fishermen as El Diablo squid. And they're smart because they eat it. Like, we have not taken to making it a delicacy. I'm like, motherfucker, give me some sriracha sauce, baby. I guess this might actually take some explanation. Well, we got time, apparently, so I'm going to go on a little tirade. Let me move up close to the mic so that I can be more like NPR and be more quiet. And we can talk about 5% APR financing that was increased under the Obama administration. And when we come back to the show, we're going to have lonely, sad sewer jazz. The Humboldt squid is a squid that not a lot of people know about, and Hal told me about this one. The fucker is the size of a dolphin. That's right, it is a dolphin-sized squid. Now, if that doesn't freak you out, just know that, no worries, it has rows of teeth on the inside of its suckers. Oh, well, that's not all. Don't forget, it also has bioluminescent cells on the inside of its tentacles so that it can signal. Oh, did I not mention that they travel in packs? Well, they travel in packs. Oh, upwards of hundreds to thousands. They are absolutely fucking ravenous, and they have developed a taste for human flesh. They've moved up the coast from Baja into California, and all the way they've been spotted in areas closer to, the Pacific Northwest, off the coast of Oregon and whatnot. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't wake my brother up. Can't really hear. I thought I heard movement. Anyway. So, long story short, they've even been known to cannibalize each other when they can't get enough food. They also have been known to follow submarines for miles and miles, really nautical miles, or leagues. I think they use leagues. So, there's that. And, too long didn't read. They are horrific. And the fact that they have a taste for human flesh makes me... It almost kind of makes me want to declare war on them, Like, it's kind of one of my personal missions to fucking eat one. Like, fuck you. You don't eat me, bitch. I eat you. We could have been just, not friends, but, we could have ignored each other in peace. But nah, you didn't want that shit. Nicholas says, I'm in Central Texas, so it does get some humidity if we're not in a drought. Last week it was 80 to 90% humidity all week. That sounds like fucking hell. And then randomly, Captain Highhorse, great name, says ghosts with a question mark. So it's almost like he's just, are you asking if I believe in ghosts? Yeah, possibly, but I don't think that they're like dead people. I think that they're possibly reflections, maybe like bursts of tachyon from other dimensions. So, in dimension, B135, you're standing at a taco truck in LA and a burst of particles that somehow travel faster than the speed of light bounce off you, transmit into the next universe, and project your, form onto a fucking old house somewhere in, rural Connecticut. And then people think that, you're the dead come back to life, when in reality it's a fluke of our insanely complex and never to be understood universe. Some kind of interstellar shit, if you will. So there's that. Slade Anderson says, wait, I'm not the only one that can't sleep? No. Slade, what's your time zone? I'm trying to get a read on, obviously my viewership is really down right now, but it's 7:31 fucking a.m. I assume most of people who watch me are either on the East Coast or the West Coast. I know that I've got fans everywhere. I've got got a lot in Europe, some in, Asia. There's one guy in North Korea who, there's one guy in North Korea who watches me. But he wasn't there for a few days, and then his sister got on his account. I'm just kidding. I would personally ban that filthy, fat dictating. I hate Kim Jong-un. He is the beta of all fucking dictators. Can't think who the alpha would be. Who's like the alpha? Never mind. There's no way I can say no way I can say that without getting in trouble. Yeah, alpha of all dictators would, be going for a high score. Alexa says, have you thought about maybe getting some workout equipment at home so you're not dependent on the gym? Yeah, I have, but I'm not in a position where I can spend money. My brain has thought about this really hard. Well, first, Dick's Sporting Goods wasn't open. They're open now. And, I mean, yeah, how much a bench cost? I was looking at, if nothing else, oh my god. I really wanted an elliptical, but they're like $1,500. I mean, I could get like a shitty-ass, like, little bike from Walmart for like $150. But I can't spend the money. It's not in the stars right now. Fuck, I ran 9 miles the other day. I'm not even making that figure up. It's 3.7 miles one way. And then I ran an extra mile to get a sandwich because there was nothing in the house but beans. Which is fine, I like beans. But this tin had some bulging on the bottom. Well, yeah, a little bit. Look, I'm also just really, really fucking paranoid about botulism. I knew a lady who got botulism, and she suffered permanent liver damage from it. And considering how effed up my liver is, I don't need to be pushing my luck. But I can tell you this, I was so desperate to get back to the gym that my brain in grieving sort of like retroactively engineered the concept of a gym. So like my thought, this is the other thing besides the cost, is that I don't have any room in my slumbox apartment for a bench, for weights or whatever. And I like minimalism. I'm trying to get rid of more and more of my shit. I packed up a whole bunch of books. That's not what my books are, you dumbass. That's stage left. I packed up, a bunch of my books, and I was going to donate them to the public library before I realized the library wasn't fucking open. Because I don't need all those fucking books. I don't need half of this shit. I'm trying to get rid of some of my swords. I'd like to sell them, but surprisingly, they do not have a lot of resale value. People don't think that swords are investment. Well, you're fucking wrong. And in the apocalypse, you're gonna wish you had a sword. You'll suck a dick for a sword. That's right. Anyway, so I thought to myself, well, like I was like running along, and I was like, well, what if there was like you could like rent a place from somebody, and they can store the equipment? And then my brain took it one step further and was just like, wait a minute. Why the fuck should I have to also buy the equipment? They should keep the equipment there, and I rent the equipment from them. And then I was just like, bruh, that's a gym. I was like, oh yeah. I guess I was like thinking like, well, my parents don't have a garage in their current house. Oh, my grandparents do. Bruh. I don't think we're doing that. Anyway. This motherfucker's got the Rona. I do have some weights. I have a lot of dumbbells, and I have a kettlebell. And that's about it. I tried to make a makeshift. Wow, anyway. And that ended up me getting injured. Slade Anderson says he's in Denver. Fuck. Can I come visit? Wait a second. Oh, that means it's even earlier in the morning. Well, then I'm glad that this is an ASMR episode for you. I'm glad that, I hope that, we can make this. What do you think? Find some fucking ASMR. No, I'm not gonna fuck with it. That would be a poor decision. What do we got? What do we got for ASMR? Alright. Let's see. Well, I still have a pile of Cormac McCarthy novels. Which one did I grab? The Crossing. Very good. Jeez Louise. Let's see if there's any ASMR in this bitch. You know what's funny? One of my favorite ASMR triggers is fake rain, but I hate rain. Fuck, I bump the mic every goddamn time, son of a bitch. Maxwell, I see you in there. I'm gonna get to your comment in like 5 fucking hours. Also, I got to the end of Final Fantasy VII, and I don't know what to think about that bullshit. It's a little fucking weird. I still have to finish making that review for my Patreon people. I've got so much shit I have to do, and I just want to get some physical exercise so I can have some focus in my mind. God damn. es lejos. Lejos, I don't know, he said. They said that it was not far by horseback. Unos pocas leguas, they said. He walked the horse beside him. ¿Y a dónde? For con la loba. La loba. Wait, female wolf? That's right, it's because he's trying to return a female wolf to Mexico. God damn, I love Cormac McCarthy. He's a fucking cowboy crackhead if there ever was one. God, give me the strength to accept any things that I cannot change, the power to change the things I can, the wisdom of the difference, that your will, not mine, can be done. Amen. John Boha says, it makes you think what kind of mentality they have. I like to think that most sea creatures like that, to be more autonomous rather than stimulated, emotional being, like their instinct is a code word. That's actually, it's an interesting thought that you put it that way, because I've talked with a good friend of mine, and he also, he entertains my theories of, like, the omni-being, you know, that we're all one reality, experiencing itself subjectively, and, one of the questions that I constantly have is, what does a spider's perception look like? Like, I want to know, how does a spider perceive reality after having, some pretty interesting psychedelic experiences. It's like I'm interested to see, I wonder how this entity perceives things. Getting to see perception changed so dramatically is, well, anyway. And, I forget, we were having a conversation about the way that animals perceive pain, and I think we kind of came to the conclusion that insects do not have that emotional element to the pain. That's what he said anyway. I don't know how I feel about that, but it's interesting. I'm not sure that I truly understand what he meant. You know what I mean? It's like, I guess a spider knows to move away from danger, but a human gets angry about what threatened him, and maybe a dog or an ape is like that as well. But I see what you're saying, so maybe, you know, creatures in the sea don't have that emotional, like, you know, maybe dolphins do. But dolphins are all rapists, so fuck them. Beyond 87, well then in that case you're actually just 88. It says the same people complaining about The Last of Us 2 without playing the game would have complained about Sigourney Weaver's character. No, wrong. Sorry. No, you're wrong. Bruh, how much did they pay you? I'm not even angry. Dude, I'm not even angry. I'm not angry at you for being a shill, but you're wrong. No. The same people who hate that game still love Aliens. Fuck. I tend to get drunk and rewatch that film often. So, living proof that you're wrong? Go to any convention and ask them, do you like feminist man-killing social justice simulator? Or do you like normal, well-written character who isn't a fucking Mary Sue? Like, go back and rewatch Aliens. Like, Sigourney Weaver is terrified through most of the experience, and by the way, that's what makes it fucking good. That's the whole theme, is that her fear motivates her to stay alive. Everyone else acts with bravado, and, it's the word I'm looking for, hubris, which is why their shit, gets slapped. Also, Sigourney Weaver is actually someone who strikes me as a strong, independent woman, because she's like 6 foot, and she's just a very powerful, domineering person. Anyone who's, you know, met her can confirm this. So, you know, while I don't believe that a 90-pound girl can, like, you know, reverse karate chop Navy SEALs, I feel like Sigourney Weaver might be able to pilot a intergalactic truck. But just let me know how much Neil Druckmann paid you for that, and, you know, because I need a job. Fuck, I'll shill all goddamn day long. Alexa says, I'm sure you could get some secondhand workout equipment on Craigslist, right? Or at a secondhand store or something like that. No, I'm in the rural South. Where are you, LA? Like, no, I'm in the rural South. And not to mention, I came from a place, near, so, where I was living before in Maryland is considered a mega city. It sounds strange, but hear me out. This is actually a true thing, and you can look this up. Tokyo is one of them, essentially, whenever there are 3 larger cities and the metropolitan area within a triangle. I guess you could say that Raleigh is part of that triangle, or has a triangle like that, but I don't know about that. Raleigh does not remind me of home the same way, but you could go to Annapolis, Maryland, and you could go to a secondhand store, and they would literally have fucking, you know, what's a big name brand? I'm trying to think of, what's the one with, like, the French brand? Louis Vuitton. You could find, like, Louis Vuitton shit. You know what I mean? That's where I got half of the art on my at the local Goodwill. I was like, man, you guys really are on crack. And they said, and I quote, sir, we're on crystal meth, sir. And I said, oh, yeah, sorry about that. John Baha says, the Arduous March was a 4-year famine that killed millions. Kim Jong-un and his whole lineage are criminals. Yeah, it's not even that. It's just like, I don't know how to argue this. This is not really my argument. So take this with an entire salt mine of salt. But it's like, if you're going to kill millions of people, at least have something good come out of it. Right? I don't mean that the ends justify the means, but if we're going to rank all dictators, then it's people like, Joseph Stalin and Adolf Hitler at least got shit done. Yes, while killing millions of people. But, like, the fucking North Koreans killed millions of people and didn't get shit. They're still fucking starving. Nothing good came out of it. Look at China. I mean, yes, 100 million dead, but now they're a major world power. It's like, and what's North Korea? Like, no, you're still fucking ankle humpers. Bongmancer says, oh boy, ASMR Tolstoy. How about some prison-style workouts? Yeah, well, that's what I started doing this morning. It's just, fuck. I don't like it as much, obviously. Don't get me wrong, I've been doing them. Been warming up when I can. I've been running so much that you should see my feet, like, holy shit. They've got black marks all over them where all the blood blisters burst. And when one of my feet simply need to heal, instead of warming up by, like, running or whatever, I will jump rope, which I'm getting pretty fucking good at. I managed to be able to, so the thing that I can do now is I can pretty much keep a steady pace jump roping without skipping a beat, which is impressive for a white boy. And, but I'm Tish, here you go. There's some classic 90s racial humor, you know what I mean? Like, we're just gonna keep it funny. And these Southerners do not like that fuck. I dropped the goddamn, yes, I still have a bunch of beer bottle caps on my, but, anyway. And, I've also learned to switch from jumping on 2 feet to skipping on 1, but it's only the right foot. I can't skip on the left foot for some fucking reason. So Slade Anderson says, no, Mountain Standard Time, Denver time zone. Fuck. So it must be like, what, 4 a.m. for you? 5 a.m.? That's where I was this morning. It's still the morning. Christ. Maxwell says, Tolstoy doesn't look like a morning person. Lol. I'm not. Captain High Horses finished off my LSD stash about 2 months ago. Morning for me, brothers and sisters. Damn. pour one acid tab out from a homie. I'm just kidding. I would not fucking waste acid tabs. Maxwell McCormick says, I can see that the FS7 remake ending was some Kingdom Hearts bullshit. Oh, thank God that you agree, man. Okay, I haven't technically finished it. I was like on the last chapter, and I want to save this angst for the review, but I gotta get it off my chest. Like, fuck, man. Like, the whole ending just kind of becomes this fucking marathon of boss battles, and it's like, that may sound epic, but most of them are just like weird and ethereal and just kind of come out of nowhere. It just sort of seems like every weird cyberpunk Pokemon reject ended up in a laboratory and you spend hours just fighting them, and it's like, when I got to the fucking part with Barrett and Aerith and a 30-minute goddamn robot, I quit. I didn't even fail. I just went, no, I don't care anymore. And I just tried, I know, you can turn it to easy. I'm probably going to go back and do that, but like at a certain point, I just don't give a shit anymore, you know? So, and again, the game is the ending is different. Like, I don't get what the ghosts are, but okay. And he goes on to say, however, I liked that it opened that the games are going to be in a different direction, will be an original adaptation of the story, and not a remake like we thought. This was going to be, because I always played the original, and there is nothing I can get from a remaster of the OG game. We'll see, for me it's different, because I had completely forgotten the original game. I totally played it. I retained none of it. I think my brain just wanted to get rid of that weebery. Or it's entirely possible that in the course of all of my alcoholism, I drank away my memories. Ballmancer says, I had a tab of acid so well that I don't fucking remember where I hit it. Could really use some to get by. What if you already took it and you hid it under your tongue? Fucking mind freak. No, I'm kidding. Well, never mind. I was going to say there are ways to make psychedelics at home. But do not do this. AMA. It's horrific. can think about it, but don't do it. I wonder if there's any pen ASMR. We're gonna try something. We're gonna try this. I don't know if I like that. Oh, wait. I need another show to marathon now that Parks and Rec is done. I've been looking at Community, but I need to know that it's not mean-spirited. I know that sounds crazy, but the only reason why Parks and Rec works like it does is because it's similar to South Park. You know, it's mean in a way, but then, you know, it's like the Sour Patch Kids. First they're sour, then they're sweet. You know, it works in the end by having kind of a friendship is magical ending, and I think that's the positivity that I really need in my life right now. I don't think I can take a really mean-spirited show, which is why I don't think I'm going to be watching The Office. Thought about rewatching Lost, because that's quite a roller coaster ride. Fuck. I'm out of it right now. Might have to do some squats in a minute just to kind of get everything going again. Maxwell says, I'm excited about Last of Us Part 2, however, I won't look up spoilers so much that I was drowning out the noise when you were talking about it. No spoilers. Hey, buddy. I think you might want spoilers on this one. Look, man. It's bad. It's worse than the new Star Wars trilogy. Alright, good luck, man. God bless you. Hats off to you. You know, part of me actually almost, when it comes down in price, because it probably initially will, I foresee them taking a massive financial blow because of this. And when they try to, you know, hawk it off at half price or whatever, maybe I'll pick it up just to laugh at it. But I'm afraid it'll make me want to get drunk, and I think it's time we leave that behind us. Yeah. Mark 74E is in. Oh Jesus, you must be on night shift or coming off of it, because I know where you're at. Speaking of which, man, have you? Oh, never mind. He's already in jail. I was gonna say, have you been deployed to go arrest the Tiger King? Jesus, I've been watching that as well. Pure, unadulterated fucking insanity. But also, hoorah! I have to admit, like, sometimes you need to do crystal meth and wear a cowboy gun and run a fucking tiger zoo in the middle of Oklahoma. Like, that's, sometimes you gotta do that shit. And he says, morning. Either listen to you or the Bob and Tom show on the way home. You win, lol. Well, I'm glad I win. Tom and Bob, I don't know who those are, but Alexis says, every time I see that fat fucking Kim Jong-un, all I can think about is what they did to Otto Warmbier. They should have been nuked just for that, to be honest. Sounds fair. And if we're going to do that, we should hit China as well. Maxwell says, oh dude, how about that Red 13? They turned him into a badass. I kind of thought he was a badass already. I guess my only regret is that he's not a playable character, but what else can you do about it? Yeah, and not to mention that ending where they kept changing the goddamn character teams, and I'm like, I have to keep changing materia. This is fucking tedious. Fuck. Oh, not to mention that 30-minute goddamn boss battle. I didn't have a healing materia on Barrett. I didn't know that was coming. So I'm tired of changing materias, so I went into the boss battle without it, and that's why it lasted for fucking ever. Nicholas Jimenez says, been binging Freaks and Geeks because I never really saw it when it re-aired. How is it? Alexis says, did you get a chance to finish Better Call Saul, by the way? If so, thoughts? Oh, I didn't. Honestly, Better Call Saul is a little dark for me right now. I know that sounds crazy, but I could use something really lightweight and fluffy. Well, the towels are oh so fluffy, and you can eat your soup right out of the ashtrays if you want it. It's okay, they're clean. It's from a 17-minute long Weird Al ballad, ironically called Albuquerque. Fuck. It sounds like it stopped raining. I'm gonna check. Fuck. Brace for skull pajamas. precipitation percentage sinks down around 9 a.m. to like 20%, but that's the lowest it's going to go, and then it shoots right the fuck back up. So, F. Okay, you can keep doing calisthenics on the inside. In fact, it'll probably burn more calories doing HIIT. I don't want to do HIIT. If I do HIIT right now with so little sleep and nothing in my stomach, it'll make me sick, and I can't eat again. So the problem is that when you don't sleep, your ghrelin shoots the fuck up, which is a hormone that dictates, hunger. And I'm already a fat fuck as it is. Well, then have a snack. What was the thing that you ate last? It was a banana and some peanut butter and some oatmeal. I think there was something else, wasn't there? A couple cheese sticks, yeah. Let's see, if each one of those about 200, 300, a couple tablespoons, making it. That was a good 600 calorie meal. Fuck. Would like some finger wiggles, or whatever the fuck they call finger. Yeah, there you go, speed fingers. This is real ASMR, by the way. I'm just bad at it. See, I kind of want to do ASMR that, pertains specifically to, Tolstoy. And what does Tolstoy like? Fucking... I'm not gonna tap the katana, I can fucking tell you that much right goddamn now. Okay, here's a really weird idea, but bear with me. This is not a real gun. This is a cap gun. I have to say that every single fucking time because we're gonna half cock the bitch. Maybe we are. There you go. How about that? That is absolutely god awful. And sorry about that insanely loud noise. Alexis says, have you checked out Curb Your Enthusiasm? Might be something lighthearted. I'll look into it. Nick Jimenez says, lol, I feel like Curb is dark as hell. Oh. Well then. Maxwell says, you make a valid point, but I already bought Last of Us 2 digitally, so I'm already in, just crossing my fingers and hoping I like it. I personally like the idea of mixing it up and playing as Ellie this time, but who knows, maybe I'll hate it. Look, man. There was a way that they could have done this, and if they weren't smoking crack. If they weren't smoking crack and they really wanted to make it a bi-character experience, then the way that they should have done this is they should have had you spend half of the game as Joel, half of the game as Ellie. As Joel, you do quick actions all the time, right? Press triangle to lift this, press triangle to jump over that, but as the game progresses, every so often you'll press triangle and Joel will fail to get over the wall because he's fucking old. And in the end, he'll sacrifice himself for Ellie, and then Ellie can be the badass in the third one, and maybe she finds someone that she has to protect. That's how you should have fucking done that. It's also just the fact that they pushed so much progressive agenda in it that I literally, oh my god, I think it was Gavin McGinnis who said, aren't you guys ever tired of doing your fucking homework? Like, goddamn, maybe just once I want to be entertained and not have social justice preached to me, you know what I mean? And I've made this speech before, but I'll fucking make it as many times as I fucking need to in the game. But by the way, Max, if you liked Last of Us, you need to play Days Gone. Play Days Gone. I cannot say enough good fucking things about Days Gone. Now, in Days Gone, there is an encampment that has literally The Last of Us 2 jacked this character, the character of Ellie's girlfriend, Dinah, whatever the fuck her name is literally, I think her name's Liz, and I think her lover's name is Abby, and they're both women of color. Despise that fucking term, because it's just another way of saying, and apparently that's wrong to do, and they're one of them is a lesbian, one of them is bisexual, but for the longest fucking time, I forgot about those characters. I forgot that they were gay. And you know why I forgot that they were gay? Because it wasn't shoved in my face. Because they're actually well-written, well-developed characters. One of them is a doctor, the other one's an engineer. The one who's a doctor is actually a veterinarian and struggles with whether or not she'd actually be able to perform on human beings. The other one is bisexual, and she struggles with her like, well, congratulations. They already did your story better than you can do it, Naughty Dog. Oops. Looks like you fucked up. But that's just me. Fuck. I swear it sounds like the rain stopped. Why is the weatherman lying to me? Fuck. Good coffee, though. If nothing else, this whole thing has brought my caffeine tolerance way fucking down. Slade Anderson says, I'm 205 and I stand at 6 feet tall. Am I fat? I don't really believe in the, what do you call that? Body fat index, or the body mass index, or whatever. In accordance with, the way that we do it, just taking your height and weighing you. We don't take into consideration, like, bone density or water weight and shit like that. Now, there's been advancements with that weird electro thing that can run a current through your body, but I've heard it's also not very accurate. I had my test done, and it said that I had gained fat and lost muscle since the last time that I had that done about a year ago. But I can lift heavier weight. The only way that I can make this work in my head is supposedly, and I did look this up, there was a Sports Journal of Medicine that stated that one can actually create the muscle memory for learning to lift more efficiently by using the right technique. You can lift heavier and heavier weight, but, like, to what degree? Like, what is the limitation of that? You know what I mean? It's like I went from bench pressing, and yeah, hold your sides here, people. Let's see, 225s on each side. No, yeah, dude, it's 50, it's 45, so it's, no, 50 and 40, it's 95. So I went from benching 95 to my maximum at 175. It's almost a 100% increase. Like, I don't think that's 100% my body learning to do it better. It's gotta be a little bit of it, and thankfully I've kept a little bit of the pecs and the delts and the biceps, but they're melting fast, and my fat content is going up. I need to start getting better sleep. Oh god, why is it has to rain this fucking week? Well, you know what? You could go running in the rain, not with music. Maybe you don't need music, asshole. Well, what the fuck? So my shoes are just gonna get soaked every fucking time. I would have to buy new shoes. And I can't spend the money. I mean, yeah, I could go to Walmart and shell out like $20 for a pair of cheapo Dr. Scholl's or some shit like that. Which, by the way, like, my old ass sneakers were Dr. Scholl's and they were really fucking decent shoes. They lasted a long goddamn time. Fuck. How is it 8 o'clock in the morning? Oh my god, I've not even been doing this for an hour. You know that meme of, like, the little boy who's got, like, a knife. Not the one where his mother says something like, what do you have? And he goes, a knife. And then she goes, no. Because he's running with a knife. But that one's hysterical. That one is also a spirit animal. But the one with, like, the nervous kid with a bowl haircut, it says, when you've been up for 3 days straight and the shadow people are straight fucking with you. You know what I mean? We're to shadow people level. Maxwell says Last of Us was my favorite game of last generation, period. Last of Us was one of my favorite games, period. And I'm gonna be honest with you, and Max, I think you can appreciate this better than anyone, given your liturgical background. That game helps me to understand the part in the Bible in the New Testament where Jesus says, better to cut off thy fucking hand than to let it cause you to sin. He's not being brutal. I always thought, Jesus, that's insane. How could you not think that someone's hand is... Now that's the point. You have to be willing to cut the things from you that you love the most, for if instead they would cause you to sin. You know what I mean? It's like, why did they do this to my beloved Last of Us? It was a perfect story, and they destroyed it. But oh well. Nothing gold can stay, right? Mark74 says, if you're still looking for a series to watch, try The Last Kingdom of Netflix, or maybe Justified on Hulu. I want something lightweight, though. Something just really funny and kind of just upbeat and silly. Maybe a cartoon might do. It has to have a shit ton of episodes. Oh, but there is one saving grace, which is I haven't watched The Last of Us reunification. That's not a fucking word. Oh, it's the garbage truck. Fuck. Max says, that's how I felt about the first Last of Us. Ellie was a lesbian and Bill was gay, yet the game never stopped. Exactly. Fucking exactly. Like, I forget that Bill is gay. My first thought isn't a social justice thought. I don't think, oh, Bill, character is gay. Oh, yay. Like, my first thought is, like, when I think of Bill, I think of, well, unfortunately, that whole peak performance, fat but in shape guy. I think of how cool his kukri blades were. I think that I understand his pessimistic attitude. I used to kind of heart Bill. I remember there was a buddy of mine who was trying to convince me that I was more like Bill than I was Joel. And at that time I had taken up archery. And he's like, and ironically, Joel gets the bow from Bill. I was like, yeah, get it out of my fucking town. I'm okay with Bill being gay. I don't like the DLC where they started focusing on Ellie's weird lesbian sexuality is literally where red flags started going up. At the time, I was too infatuated to see it, and I tried to convince myself that it was more about her having platonic love that she didn't know how to express properly. And then Naughty Dog is like, nah man, she's a lesbian. And like, I think the spell got broken for me right around the time that a good buddy of mine was like, why is the game focusing on a 14-year-old's sexuality? And I'm like, oh Jesus. Look man, don't get me wrong, bro. Like, I know it must be tough to be 14 years old and to, not be straight or whatever, but, there's other ways to do that story. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't want to talk about a 14-year-old's fucking sexuality. I don't want to go down this horrible dark universe where we're normalizing pedophilia. Fuck. There were other fucking ways to do this. God damn, I wish I could get in some sleep 3 fucking hours. Max says, actually that sounds interesting. Buy Days Gone next time it's on sale. It is. It's, how I like it, and I think you will like Days Gone. The gameplay's probably not going to be as good as Last of Us 2, but Last of Us 2 is like a damn near next-gen thing. It's that quirky girl that you date to get over the girl who was hot and refined, but she broke your heart. But then ultimately, in the end, you find out that you like the quirky, relaxed, laid-back girl more. Except for in my case, where cringe. Fucking cringe. Mark74 says, or you into the pirate life, Black Flag is pretty good too. Huh. You talking about Assassin's Creed? Oh god, Kane is up. Welcome to 8 a.m., bro. It's been 3 days and the shadow people are really fucking testing me right now, man. Slade Anderson says maybe you will like Merlin on Netflix. Nah, I'm kind of just looking for like a sitcom. Like, I know this sounds so gay, but I might actually try to watch Friends. Nah, I fucking hated Friends. My favorite sitcom of all time was definitely Malcolm in the Middle. But I've seen that so many times that I don't think I can bear another repeat of it. Fuck. A little bit hypoglycemic. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, huh? I'll look into it. Stay with me. I'm gonna go grab like a piece of bread to eat. Pro tip, it's not bread, it's a tortilla. Oh. This just became an eating ASMR. The Alpha Chad tortilla versus the Beta Virgin bread. You know, tortillas actually have, depending on their... I mean, you can make them with spinach. You can make them with corn. They literally have more protein in them than bread. And you can make a sandwich out of a single one of them. Wraps are infinitely... I mean, there's nothing in this. I just needed something to calm my stomach. Slade Anderson asks, how should I have my coffee? Black. I'm too cheap to afford creamer. That feels good. Is it clearing up? Like, I haven't heard raindrops in like 30 minutes. Okay, around 10 a.m. it drops to 24%. And then it shoots back up to 64% by 1. Marching in the rain, huh? Do I have a pair of disposable shoes? Not really. Okay, I have decent rain gear. You would just have to accept that you're getting soaked. And be a baller about it. I could do this. It sounds bizarre, but Tex-Mex is the greatest food ever made, though. I need more refried beans. Or more guacamole. That was my stomach. Oh no. Bonglancer says, need a cleanse ritual to get those shadow people out of your house. Yeah, word, man. Goddamn shadow people. So, I've literally, knock on wood, never had that experience, never intend to. I had it one time, but I was on psychedelics, and that's what gave me the hubris to think that I could handle anything. It was on a relatively light trip, actually. It was the first trip where I maintained my ego, and I could crack jokes, and I had my friends and stitches. It was actually pretty great, because, like, I mean, my speech was still a little bit messed up, but, like, you know, I could still finish cracking jokes. Like, I think my favorite thing was, so it was Halloween-y, around the time of Halloween, and, my trip sitter, she'd been playing some free game, off of Steam, where, you know, you have to, fix a city's electrical infrastructure, which sounds heinously boring. Anyway, for whatever reason, she wasn't good at the game, and that's good. And it resulted in her, like, all of her, like, ratings for her city being frowny face. You know, nobody was happy in her city, and she had also gone around and arranged, like, a whole bunch of spooky Halloween lights, you know, so that we would have something cool to look at when we trip, because, when I trip, I love lights. In fact, actually, the thing that I love the best is my buddy has he juggles. He was taught how, her husband, was taught how to juggle by a homeless Vietnamese man. By the way, this is the kind of super cool shit that you can get into when you join, you know, Professor X's school of amazing children or shit like that, you know what I mean? And I just don't understand, like, okay, anyway, continue on with the story, asshole. So, his wife eventually bought him glow-in-the-dark juggle balls. Or not glow-in-the-dark, they have lights inside of them, and man, those things are the best while tripping. That was actually my lantern when I met God, and also it gauged how high I was, because, like, when I started coming down off of the trip, it started and just becoming less bright, and anyway, so, you know, she had arranged all these lights, and And she's like, yeah, well, in my game, whatever, I can't get the happiness. And I'm in the middle of a trip and I can be a sarcastic asshole, actually. And I went like, you're not instilling me with like a lot of hope, with these lights. My happiness rating is really low. Anyway, at one point, she and her husband had to go do something legal, which is fucking crazy that they're like, yeah, man, let's just pay bills while we're like, one of us is on LSD. And I'm like, god damn. Not for me, man. Anyway, this hand of shadow stuck itself out in front of my vision and tried to get my attention with like the weirdest little gay hand motion. It went like that, like it was trying to freak me out. And I didn't panic. I just sort of straightened up and I flexed. You know what I mean? And I was just like, okay, you only get one shot, because once you hit me, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to fuck you up. Which, by the way, is a terrible fighting strategy, giving your enemy the chance to sucker punch you. But it left. So that's the only experience with shadow people I've actually had. Mark74 says, not light and funny, but Messiah on Netflix seems to have potential. Only seen the first episode, though. I finished watching Waco. That shit was fucking crazy. Holy shit. David Koresh was crazy. The ATF is worse. Maxwell McCormick says, my head pops off the pillow every day at 5:30 a.m. like clockwork. I managed a country club years ago and had to be at work at 4, so it got in my system. Jesus Christ. You and people in the military, my guy. Mark says, toss some coconut oil in your coffee. Takes a bit of getting used to. It's good for you. So say the expert. That's hysterical. I will do that. Wow. Okay. So, bit of nutritional knowledge for all y'all is that I've been mostly, whenever I meal prep, it got on my desk, and I don't have my snot sock because I did laundry. Alright, well, I guess I don't care too much for this bandana anymore. Ooh, great, now I have a greasy desk. Coconut oil is a great alternative to most other cooking oils. The second best one would be olive oil, which can actually bump testosterone. This is good for your testosterone because it contains MTCs, which are multi-chain triglycerides. They're essentially good fats. Coconuts are actually quite miraculous for you. I have a feeling this is going to be kind of disgusting, but challenge accepted. Yeah, I make all my meal preps with coconut oil. Just a bit. Just the tip. I hope my desk isn't going to be greasy. Kind of no difference, so I'm okay with that. Hopefully that'll keep the shadow people at bay. Slade Anderson says, one question. Are you going to review some more plastic crap? Yeah, I got that Spyro figure. I will probably have to put that on my Patreon, though, behind a $1 pay shield, because my Patreon requires that you be 18 years or older, or whatever the fuck, and I feel like that's a decent defense against the coppa, rapa, slappa, dicka, whatever the fuck it is. We have a mod in, and he says, Sup Tolstoy. Well, welcome to the flood stream. With ill-named. It's not fucking raining anymore. I feel like they're lying. Are they manipulating the weather? Are they lying about the weather so that people will stay indoors? It's a trap. No. I'm not actually that paranoid. A little bit. That was a weird burst of dopamine. Holy shit. It's almost like I'm experiencing a little bit of ASMR or something. That's a weird feeling. What else do we got for you for ASMR, man? Oh. You know, that's a good... Okay, hang on. Give me 1 minute. Okay, let's try something here. I seriously do not give a fuck. My channel has gone straight to shit. When all of this is done, I'm deleting all of these videos, and I'm gonna... I don't know, man. Go live in a van. I wish. I could actually probably afford the van at this point, so... A lot of people who know me know that I'm kind of obsessed with skulls. I mean, I'm literally wearing skull pajamas, which, by the way, fucking Aubrey Plaza in Parks and Rec, man. That is best waifu. So, every year for Halloween, I would go to a Walmart or whatever, and I'd find these plaster skulls. This one's named Scully, sometimes called Skull Captain, but... Okay, that's not that good. Every fucking time, god damn it. Why would you do that, Scully? And also, let's try this. Let's see what happens when... Fuck it, maybe this will ward off the shadow, people. Yeah, a lot of people might remember that I used to wear, like, Tibetan candy, as it were. This was actually all from Tibet, and it's just made it a semi-precious, like, what is a tiger's eye? Fuck me, you son of a bitch. Oh my god. I'm so tired. Alright, now is that good? That sounds fucking terrible. It's pretty goddamn awful. You know, I apparently don't have a lot of ASMR in my room. Maybe this. That's not doing shit. Fuck it, I'm just gonna keep wearing my candy. It's been a while since I wore the shit. Oh fuck, Welcome to Votes. Fruitcake is in. He says hello. Mark says lol. Need more than that, lol. And you're not the best. Yeah, not the best tasting, but you get used to it. Well, I used to actually have to eat a lot of coconut oil because it was how the kava. It potentiates kava, which is terrible for your liver, but it's how I got off alcohol. ASC says, holy smokes, a morning Tolstoy? Yeah, except for me, it's still last night. Mark74 says, it's the coconuts you feeling, lol. So I should chug the whole bottle. Ugh, can only imagine. That would probably make me shit my brains out. 8Man says, skull, moon, drop. Or whatever, the eclipse, drop. And then he says, slower, man, lol. And then Maxwell says he's out. Alright, Max. I'll see you soon, man. Okay, I'm gonna try something else. How about this? What about my Casio G-Shock that doesn't have the battery in it anymore? I'm sorry I suck at life. Oh, really, I'm actually very sorry. I'm just waiting for more comments to pour in. Doing weird ASMR in keep on kind of swinging in between, like, feeling okay, and then also feeling like, oh, fuck, bro, to really wear myself out without going, you can go out in the rain, which, hiking in sandals sounds like a fucking heinous idea. I don't think I should do that. I mean, no, because once those shoes are wet, holy fuck, hey Al. No, I went to sleep at like 2 a.m. and then woke up at 5 and started doing calisthenics and watching Parks and Rec, and I'm at the 10-minute from the ending marker. Hal, you liked Community. How much does Community relate to Parks and Rec? Like, if you're wondering why I'm whispering, I don't think my brother's up yet, or I just don't want to wake up the whole goddamn apartment complex, and also, fuck it, ASMR, kind of. World of Fast Fruitcakes has started watching Parks and Recreation clips. It is the best. Dude, it's their outtakes that was the shit. The absolute fucking best one. This fucking Greg, she drove me here. And, fucking, what's his name? The guy who plays Tom Haverford. Why can't I remember the fictional name? But I guess he's Ansari. Aziz Ansari just keeps on asking, like, hey man, can you drive me home? Hey man, how'd you get here? And she drove me here. Let's just look it up. Anyway, Hal, can you recommend, is Community lighthearted or is it mean-spirited? You know what I'm saying? Fuck. Here come those shadow people again, goddammit. The shadow people be testing you. Fuck. What? Hal, you never watched all, I thought you and I both watched all of Parks and Rec. Well, now you gotta go do that. Captain Ihor says, I mentioned LSD earlier. I know on stream you've talked about psychedelics a decent amount, but have you ever gotten into the macrodose territory? Fuck no. No, I'm just yeah, and then Pongmancer says heroic doses. No, I don't know if that's for me. Like I said, I had a bad experience, but it was on some homemade shit that I cooked up in absence of being able to get. Also, remember, whatever I can get my hands on is what I can get my hands on. And really, it's not even me getting my hands on it, it's my friends getting it. Actually, I think I was recently told that we had access to it again, but it's like, after the last time, I'm not sure that I really want to go back. Well, thanks, Hal. That narrows it the fuck down. Lighthearted or mean-spirited? Yes. Very, very good. Oh my god, so much shit I gotta actually do today. Fuck. See here. Yeah, I found the fucking meme, man. I found the meme of the little kid, and he's got like a little pocket knife, and he's wearing like a Mike Wazowski shirt from Monsters, Inc., and it says, when you haven't slept in a week and the shadow people keep trying you, and he's like, you know, fuck. Hiking in the rain. I mean, there's a couple of local parks with some tracks that I could literally just march in circles around if I didn't feel like doing a lot of calisthenics in my apartment. I could just wear my raincoat. With, what are those quick dry shirts underneath and like a pair of gym shorts. You know what I'm saying? But like, my feet though, I guess I can wear like open-toed sandals or some shit like that, like some cheapies from Walmart. But anyway, Also, homemade shit. Damn, bro, you went hard. Yeah, I got hubris. I thought that, like, nothing was gonna, I thought that I could handle myself. I mean, the other thing is that, like, it was, like, homemade botanical shit, which had a whole bunch of other alkaloids in it that caused me to be sick, and that can cause any trip to go fucking heinous. Rick and Morty is like Dan Harmon's Star Wars prequels community. At least the first 3 seasons, where when he still had people telling him no. Oh, okay, fair enough. I understand what you mean. That's definitely a thing that me and Hal have discussed before. That's before you become the villain. I might give it a whirl. I heard it's heavily inspired by that old television show, the cartoon show, the Recess. There's a few episodes they actually kind of just jacked the plot from, which is cool, because I loved Recess growing up. Both the outdoor activity and the show. Bomb Answers is alchemy and shit. Yeah, man, alchemy and shit. No, hardly. Fucking making a crude tincture, and then drinking it, and then throwing it up, and then... Yep. I'm still trying to figure out the solution to hiking outside. It almost looks like the sun wants to come out. Come on, I think the weather people are the shadow people. I think they're lying to me. I think they're in cahoots. I think it's a HARP weather station. I think it's all the 5G. No, I'm just fucking kidding. Now I'm memeing. Now I'm just memeing. Memeing in silence. Yeah, Hal says, I never noticed the similarity with Recess. I watched a documentary, whatever, YouTube video on it once, and yeah, there's several episodes that it borrows from. I really don't remember the examples. Something about they do some war reenactment or something like that, and yeah, anyway. But it was still in praise of the show, you know what I mean? It was an homage, I guess they say. Bomb Answers is hiking on LSD, woo lad. No, it's not. Okay, yeah, I've always wanted to trip outdoors. But, no, I'm talking about trying to see what I just need to come up with how are my feet gonna get hit. I mean, if I get caught in the rain while I'm hiking. Welcome to Post Free Kicks, it's 5G, Karen, that you? It is, yes. I take off this mask and I am Karen, and I demand to see your manager. Oh yeah. If I go hiking and I get caught in the rain, I can get all of me wet and it'll be fine. I don't want to have soggy shoes for the next 5 fucking days. And I can get a cheap pair of open-toed sandals from Walmart, but I have this horrible feeling that that's going to cause problems. I don't know. But I'm thinking about it. I would definitely need another fucking cup of coffee, I can tell you that fucking much. But I could just go to that park. I think the track is somewhere near the ballpark of 2 miles. If I cycle it like fucking 4 times, it's 8 miles. It's something anyway. Just to kind of tucker myself out so I can get some fucking sleep tonight. Focus my mind a little bit. Yeah, but you're gonna want to listen to music. Wow. The hood would protect your 5G shit. 5G, Jesus Christ, I'm reading the thing now. My hood would protect the Bluetooth, but my phone, though. I mean, that Columbia jacket that I've got, you know what I mean? It's got like little zippers for the pockets, and it's supposed to protect your shit from the rain, but like, if it starts coming down hella hardcore, nothing you can do about it. I mean, I could just bring like a little Ziploc baggie for, well, I mean, I could fucking do you really want to risk it? I hate the rain. I'm the postman from Hey Arnold. Hate the rain, hate the rain, hate the cold, and I hate the rain. Fuck, why preserve yourself if you're just gonna die soon anyway, though? That's actually a good point. I could literally just, like, be drunk, like, 24/7 and then wander off into the wilderness to die. That might be kind of cool. I might do that. One of those fruitcakes is that awkward moment when the chat can't think of anything. Yeah, this has not been the most lively of streams. Then again, what does it matter? Fuck. If I'm chronicling my journey into absolute dog shit insanity, hopefully I will go out more nobly than the Bjork Stalker. I saw a rabbit hole video with that. No, it was Absolute Mad Lads for some reason, though. I don't think he deserves the Absolute Mad Lad branding. Mad Lads, in and of itself, is indicative, of being kind of a badass, you know what I mean? Like a Mad Jack Churchill. I don't think someone with an absolute fucking derangement who shot themselves over fucking Bjork, he's worthy of the Mad Lad title. I think that Count Dankula's reaching a little bit these days, but God bless him, he's still one of my favorite YouTubers. Slade Anderson says Bioshock plastic crap. Yes, very good comment. Bioshock plastic crap indeed. Captain Horse says Bomb Answer. That is the move. I did LSD in a forest in Japan, by far one of the most spiritual trips I've ever had. God damn. I'm jealous. Bomb Answers, have you played Stalker Call of Pripyat? I have. I don't like it as much. I know this sounds ridiculous, but not enough firefights in it. Like, it's just big and open and sandy. I hate sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere. Captain Ihor says, was only 3 taps around 150 micrograms each. That's fucking high as shit. Dude, an average dose is about 75 to 100. So if you did, that's 450. If you did 450, that's considered an insanely high dose. Jesus, tap dancing. He says, but to this day, one of the most profound trips I've ever had. I can only imagine. Hellfire was just fuck. I need some sleep. Hope you figure out your nature fix. Yeah, tell me about it. Just fucking put, like, baggies on my shoes. I'm like, fuck it. That's not me, like, farting. That's me, like, rubbing up against the shitty-ass naga hide that's fallen off this shitty armchair. Oh, well, what do I expect? The Bongmancer says, Absolute Mad Lad, high ores. I like tripping outdoors in the forests, or here where I'm from in the desert. I have major freakouts when I'm just doing heroic doses in the city. Yeah, I can only imagine, because you're being really overstimulated there. Do I have disposable shoes? And it's at this point where I realized it probably would have behooved me to keep those old mucklucks that I had. Yeah. Looks like you fucked up. Do I still have those? No, I most certainly do not. I tossed them. Ballmaster says, felt everyone knew I was vibing, and I was sweating and shivering like crazy, waiting with my friend, who was totally fine on the same nose, for some friends outside of a Mexican bar in downtown Tijuana. Okay, well, you're in fucking Tijuana. Jesus, man. Okay, you're on the pipe hitting. You are pipe hitter status. My ass would not want to be in Tijuana, and I would not do LSD in Tijuana, for fuck's sake. I would do coke and Juarez. No, I'm fucking kidding. Fuck. TikTok. Fuck. That's probably how. Yeah, it is. How did I know? Oh, Hal, is that the one in Tennessee? Wants to check out a caving system eventually. Willem Dafoe's Fruitcake says, there were a series of Fallout mods that made the game more challenging with rads and shit, and I just thought, great, you literally made Stalker. I know, I remember that. Captain Highhorse says, that sounds spooky as hell, lol. Yeah, tell me about it. Fuck. God arm's starting to spin out. Do. Oh, hang on. Oh, fuck yeah, stretching. Stretch. Stretchy. Hal's hitting me up with nature plans. Oh, it's in Pisgah. Or Pisgah, however you want to pronounce it. One of these days we gotta go to Asheville, though. Just once. I mean, I've never been. Ballmancer says, it was pretty chill, but well, tourists and gringos and lots of people down the main avenue made me uneasy as fuck. I have tripped in populated places, but that time it was just too much. Yeah, so I've only ever tripped in living rooms. Gotta figure out a solution to getting out there. I mean, it's not fucking raining right now. What is the goddamn deal, you lying assholes? I don't feel like going to fucking Walmart to get temporary ass shoes. I mean, my shoes are made of Gore-Tex, bro. You don't want to have your own shoes be soaking wet. I mean, I've got boots, but I don't want those to get soaking wet either. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. If I was to ever get anything that was, if I ever had a PC that was powerful enough, I would want to get that final mod of Stalker that's like over the fucking top, and it's called Call of Chernobyl. It combines all three maps, fixes the graphics. You can start as any Stalker faction, and they say that like the gun mods are just unholy, autistically accurate. So, that's what I would do. Sorry, the chat's not really doing much, and I'm thinking about spinning it off, and I'm trying to think if there's an elegant solution to hiking in the rain. I guess I could just borrow my brother's. He's got some fucking sandals or whatever. See what that does, just in case. Alright. Well, it's been good. Thanks for helping me ward off the shadow people. But I gotta make some life decisions, so